And I'm from India, and I'm here in Germany since 13 years. Good to see you all the people who are seeing us on Facebook, on YouTube. So let's get into the state of meditation, the preparation for it, with this music piece. A very good evening to everybody who has joined us today evening for the English meditations. I'm your host for today. I'm your moderator for today. My name is Pranita. The theme for today is the silence within, and that's why we started with a music piece, which is from an instrument called violin, which actually has a very profound effect on our inner subtle system. So, all of us, wherever we come from, whatever faith we are into, whichever color of the hair or color of the skin we have, we all are born with this inner subtle system. And this subtle system inside us, and there's an energy inside the system, is actually responsible to take us to the state of meditation, starting from the state of silence. So, let me introduce you the system that we have inside. So the meditation people who are joining us for the first time, our meditation is called Sahaj Yoga Meditation. Sahaj means born with you. It's a Sanskrit word, which is made up of two parts, Sah and Ja. Sah means with and Ja means born. Born with you is the system what you see on the left side of your screen, this wonderful inner machine, inner mechanism, and by the virtue of which we actually come into the state of meditation. Now, this system inside us is made up of three parts, left, right, and center. The left one is what you see here, the blue channel, so three channels, then the yellow channel, and the central channel. Now, why am I talking about first about the system? Because the state of meditation we want to reach in, that happens through this system, because only through this system inside us, we are brought into the state of meditation. The system is kind of the basis of our existence. It caters to our physical, mental, emotional, and spiritual aspects. So every time we have any kind of difficulties, any kind of challenges, any kind of problems in any of the aspects, that is because of the imbalance, blockages in this system inside us, which is born with us. Now, this system has three channels and 7 different energy centers. And through this system, we get into the state of meditation, which starts with the awakening of this inner energy, which is lying in this triangular bone sacrum in 3.5 coils. This energy needs to be awakened in us. And once she's awakened, she takes us to the state of meditation. And the state of meditation is beginning or is starting when we become completely silent. So where does the silence come from? Actually, we all originate from that silence of the universe. We all are made up of that cosmic dust, which is actually in the silence of the universe. Now, this silence inside us is disturbed because of our thoughts. Where do we have the thoughts from? The thoughts come from the past, what happened to us, or the thoughts come from the future, what bad or what good can happen to us, or what, all the worries, all the thoughts that we have about the problems. So all these thoughts these thoughts which are coming from past and future keep on disturbing us all the time. They take us away from the present moment. And when we go away from the present moment, we go away from our pure self. And when we go away from our pure self, we lack peace, we lack joy, we lack that joy of life, that bliss of life, which we should be having ideally. So to get back that bliss, joy, peace, and silence in us, we need to just turn inwards and look at the system inside us. And for that, there's a mechanism which is inbuilt, which works through these 3 channels inside us, the blue, the yellow, and the middle one, left, right, and center, and the 7 different energy centers. These 3 channels and 7 centers supply us with basic, beautiful qualities which we require as a human being to exist as a balanced, harmonious, and completely peaceful human being. So, with these words, let's start the first step of our meditation, which is called the awakening of this energy. We'll keep it very short today, and then we go to the source of this disturbance inside us, or the silence. Why do we lose the silence? Because only when we come to the silent state, everything starts to work clearly in us. Our attention is purified when we are in that silence. Otherwise, we are just disturbed like a chain of thoughts, like a nuclear chain reaction. One thought comes, then the other comes, then the other comes. So these thoughts keep on going on and on and on and on. And to create a break, a pause, that silence in this thought happens through this inner energy inside us, which is called the Kundalini. Now, this Kundalini energy is also known in different scriptures with different terminology. So it's the same energy, which is a part of this cosmic energy, or all-pervading divine energy, which actually, when she's awakened in us, she starts to operate in us, and she gets us to the state of peace, silence, and balance. So let's go into the state of this process of the awakening of this energy, that we get into the state of silence, and then we see how it develops over the period of 1 hour that we'll be together today. So I'll show you what we have to do. We keep both the hands open. This energy works on our pure desire, so it cannot be forced. So in our own freedom, we choose that we get connected. We get connected to the source of the silence, the source of this whole creation, the all-pervading divine power. which is controlling everything, and also all the human beings, all the living beings, and everything which is actually in this world. So let's get connected to that source. And once we are connected, things start to happen for us, which is favorable for us, which gets us into the state of beautiful silence and joy. So for that matter, we keep our both the hands open on the lap. Left hand is always open, signifying our power of desire, that I want to have that peace. I want to achieve that silence inside me. So we keep our left hand open, and with the right hand, we will do couple of steps. So first we'll put our right hand on the heart. Then we will put our right hand between neck and shoulder on the left side. Then we will put our right hand on the forehead. And then we will put our right hand on top of the head. And we apply a little bit of pressure and we massage our scalp in clockwise manner 7 times. Okay, even if you do it 8 times or 6 times, doesn't matter. Don't worry about it. It's about the connection with this inner energy. This energy belongs to us. It is everybody's individual energy. So we also call in India, because it's a motherly energy inside us, so we call it mother. We call this energy mother. Now, this whole knowledge of Sahaja Yoga and this whole beautiful process of meditation was founded by Shri Mataji Nirmala Devi. You see her photograph on the screen on the right side. And she spread this knowledge all over the world tirelessly and completely free of cost. And that's why all our courses, online or offline, they're all free of cost. So let's get in that state of beautiful, peaceful existence, balance, and peace. Keeping both the hands open on the lap. We first take our right hand on the heart. Now in this 4-step process, in the beginning, the first meditation that we do today, we will have some positive affirmations which we will recite or which we will repeat in our hearts, or we just understand this affirmation. And all these affirmations, these positive sentences, are actually directed to our inner motherly energy. So with complete respect towards ourselves and towards this energy, on the heart, we say the first very important affirmation. And we just try to repeat it. Don't think about it. We just repeat it. Now, this whole affirmations help us to awaken this inner energy and get connected with the source of everything, with the source of this whole creation, with the all-pervading divine power, which has created all of us. Let's take a deep breath in our heart with a hand on the heart. We say to this inner divine energy or this cosmic energy, O Mother, or O energy, or O Mother Kundalini, I'm not this body, I'm not this mind, I'm not this ego, I'm not this conditioning, I'm not these thoughts, I'm not this status, I'm not these expectations, but I am the pure self. Now, all of us are born with this pure self, which is a reflection of this divine power watching us all the time, but we are disconnected with it. And because we are disconnected, we don't, or we lose the touch with reality, or we lose this balance of life, joy of life. So here we need to get connected to our pure self. And this energy inside us, when she comes to our heart, connects us to the pure self. So let's ask it again. Let's affirm this again. O Mother, O energy, I'm not this body. I'm not this mind. I'm not this ego, conditionings. I'm not these thoughts. I'm not these worries, expectations. I'm not this competition. I'm not these fears. but I am the pure self. I am the spirit, the pure awareness, the source of bliss, peace, and joy. Again, we say, I'm not this body, I'm not this mind, I'm not this conditioning, I'm not this ego, I'm not what people think about me, I'm not the past, I'm not these expectations, but I am the pure self, the spirit, free from everything, free from all false identifications. Let me be connected to my pure self, the source of joy and peace. Now, having expressed this desire and the affirmation, we now put our right hand between neck and shoulder on the left side. Now here, at the physical level, sometimes we might also find some cramps, experience some cramps. Here at this level, we actually are challenged by an illusion, the illusion of guilt, the guilty feelings. We keep on feeling guilty about what happened in the past or what was not done in the past or what happened to us or what we did. But in reality, the past is already over. You cannot change it. At the max, one can try not to repeat the mistakes in the future. So here we have to be kinder to ourselves, which we sometimes forget. That we all are human beings, and under the influence of the institutions inside us, we are always in a state of committing a mistake. So let's be a little kinder to ourselves. And here we say one affirmation without thinking about it, without really trying to be hard on ourselves. We just say, oh mother or oh energy, I am not guilty at all, or I am free of guilt. And why? Because here we say, I am not guilty at all. I am free of the guilt because I am the pure self. When I am the pure self, then how can I be guilty? Now here we see this affirmation in complete identification and connection with our pure self, what we desired in the heart. Because pure self is the purest, is the holiest in us. To understand that what we did wrong happened because of our false identifications with our ego, conditionings, temptations, or weaknesses, or we did not know what was good to do that time. But the pure self is free of all these identifications. So in connection with the pure self, being kinder on ourselves, we say, I'm not guilty at all. When I am the pure self, how can I be guilty? Let's say it 3 times. At least trying to believe on it for this moment. Oh mother, I am not guilty at all. When I am the pure self, then how can I be guilty? Oh mother, I am not guilty at all. When I am the pure self, then how can I be guilty? Now let's put our right hand on the forehead, across the forehead. We press it properly, like we do sometimes when we have headache. So putting our hands on the forehead. Here we also try to be kinder to our thoughts. Because sometimes all these thoughts are kind of punishment that we make ourselves go through, which is not required. Now here at this level, We say the most important affirmation with complete heart. And here we say, O Mother or O Energy, I forgive everyone and I forgive myself. O Mother, I forgive everyone. I forgive myself. I forgive my past. I forgive all my negative thoughts. O Mother, I forgive everyone. I forgive myself. I forgive all the negative thoughts. Now, here one has to understand whether we forgive or don't forgive doesn't make much of a difference at the worldly level. But if we don't forgive, we know in our intelligence that we are still playing in the hands of wrong people or people who might have troubled us. So we kind of give power to those people still in this present moment. So for our own peace, because we all deserve to be peaceful, here we say, I forgive everyone. I forgive myself. I forgive all my thoughts because I deserve peace. We don't have to carry this burden, which is overloading us all the time. So let's be intelligent here. And again, say this affirmation, helping ourselves. Oh, Mother, I forgive everyone. I forgive myself. I forgive all my thoughts because I deserve to be peaceful. I forgive everything. Now, at this level is where the start of silence happens, when these thoughts are silenced. And the thoughts can be silenced when this inner energy comes up to this level because of the affirmation that we say, that we forgive, and relaxes this center, energy center here on the forehead. So one last time, Mother, I forgive everyone. I forgive myself. I forgive all my thoughts. Now let's stretch our right hand. Keep it on top of the head, on the fontanelle bone area. Apply slight pressure. And we massage the scalp in a way that the skin above the head also moves. And we massage 7 times in clockwise manner. And here we say following. O Mother, O Kundalini energy, Mother Kundalini, please get awakened in me. Please give me my self-realization. Please give me the connection, which is called yoga in Sanskrit. Mother, please give me the connection, the yoga, the union with the all-pervading divine power. Please give us the connection, the union with the power that created us. Please give us the connection and union with that power of silence of the universe. Let me become a part of that. Please give me my self-realization. Now we allow our right hand to be on top of the head for a couple of seconds. Now we bring our right hand back on the lap. And we just enjoy this state of silence. We can keep our attention on top of the head if possible, or in the heart. No efforts. We aren't trying to concentrate, doing nothing. We're just kind of exposing ourselves to this all-pervading power which is all around us. And our inner energy, which is a part of this power, is going to take us to the stage of beautiful connection and the beautiful state. And we just remain like observers. No efforts at all. We just enjoy the state for a couple of minutes. Now, in the state of silence, let's hear about the power of silence from Sri Mataji Nirmala Devi, the founder of Sahaja Yoga meditation. And before we hear those powerful words and deep words by Sri Mataji, let's try and check whether we can feel this inner energy inside us. Once this energy is awakened, we can feel it on our central nervous system. And a part of our central nervous system are our palm of the hands. So we put our right hand 10 to 15 centimeters above the head, or 20 centimeters above the head. We move our hand a little bit near the scalp and away from the scalp. And we check whether we feel something. Once this energy is awakened, she comes out, she pierces through the seventh center, rising through the sixth center. And we feel it in the form of soft, cool breeze. Or it can also be in the beginning, little warm or heat. It can also be some tingling sensations on the finger or on palm of the hands. It can also be some pinching sensations on the fingers or palm of the hands. Some of you might feel near the scalp better and some of you might feel away from the scalp better. So please check for yourself where you feel it. In the beginning, it is very slight, and this is the first step in the development of our vibratory awareness, which only happens when this inner energy, Kundalini, is awakened. She rises up and connects us, gives us the yoga or the union with this all-pervading divine power or this cosmic energy. And now we are in the state to feel it because of this connection which is established. Let's take the same thing with the left hand, right hand back on the lap and left hand above the head. We take it a little bit up and down and check how do we feel there. The same cool breeze or warm or hot or some tingling sensation, some pinching sensation. Do we feel something? It might happen, but that some of you don't feel anything right now on the palm of the hands or not that clearly, which is very normal. In that case, try to feel it inside. Whether you notice the change in your state before the meditation and after the meditation, after the awakening of this energy. Do you feel the sense of calm? The sense of silence and the peace inside? Do your nerves feel relaxed? It can happen that you feel same on both the hands or different. So to compare, let's check it again one last time with the right hand. It can happen, for example, that the right hand is hot or you feel the warm breeze coming out, and the left you feel the cool, or vice versa. Or it can be same. Just to compare, we check again with the right hand. Now, what all we feel on palm of the hands or on our central nervous system in the body, these are all the indications that our inner energy is awakened. And this inner energy, like a teacher, like a mother, tells us the state of our inner subtle system. So left represents our emotional side and right our rational side. And all these 7 centers are mapped on the palm, on the fingers. So whenever we have some kind of sensations on any of the fingers, we understand that this particular center might need a little bit more attention, might need harmonizing, balancing it, or clearing it, which we will learn in the coming weeks. So now let's keep our attention on the palm of the hands, what we feel, while we hear this talk of Shrimataji about the power of silence.
But first and foremost thing is to meditate and to raise your Kundalini. Meditation is the only way you can grow. There's no other way out. Because when you meditate, you are in silence. You are in thoughtless awareness. Then the growth of awareness takes place. Then it opens out. But if you are thinking, supposing there's a lake and the lake is completely in a turmoil, nothing can grow. But supposing it is silent, then lotuses can grow, anything can grow in it. In the same way, if your mind is agitated and your growth is not yet fully expressing itself, then it's such a vicious circle that you are agitated and your growth is hindered. Again, you are agitated, your growth is hindered. So the best way is to take to meditation. When you take to meditation, this turmoil will settle down. And when it will settle down, your growth will take place. After meditation, you will feel definitely that you have come out very well, you have grown very well. But for that, one has to be very honest. You cannot force people to be honest. That's one thing you can't do. You have to be honest to yourself. You are not to be hypocrite. You have to see for yourself that whatever you are doing is for your benevolence, is for your good, and that you have to do it because it is good for you to begin with, and then for the good of the humanity. You are doing for the good of the humanity. Now, some people who come for the first time will have lots of doubts because of ego. They have lots of doubts because of ego. How can that be? How can this be? All kinds of things they ask. Now, you have to say that first of all, you develop your insight. You develop your enlightenment. Your light is not sufficient. In the light only there are no doubts. Supposing in darkness you think that this table has no cover. It's all right. You can think whatever you like. But when there is light, you see for yourself there is a beautiful cover on top of this table. In the same way, it happens to us that we have to achieve a state. And once we achieve that state, then there's no question, there's no doubt, there's nothing, and you become so empowered. It is such a simultaneous thing. It works as soon as you achieve something, it works. When it works, then you are convinced. I'd say it's a very beautiful new chain starts within yourself, and then you really start enjoying your joy of yourself. In the most chaotic conditions this world is today. So at that time, a kind of a silence will come within you. When there will be any such crisis, immediately will become extremely silent. But this is again a state I am telling. So now, if there is something that makes you upset or makes you unhappy, try to reach that point, that axis, which is just silence. And this silence will make you really powerful, because this silence is not only yours. When you are in that silence, you are in the silence of the cosmos. Silence of the cosmos. And the silence of the cosmos works for you. You are in connection with that cosmic power, we can call it, but it's more than that, it's divine power, I should say. Divine power which is working all the cosmos also. So if you just become silent within yourself, know that you are sitting in the kingdom of God. It's like this. When, say, you get the great honor of becoming a king, then you walk up to your throne and you sit down and look around and you feel the silence of the state that now you are the king. This silence is the sign that you are definitely you are now in contact with the divine. You are silent because the divine is going to look after everything. You don't have to do anything, just keep silent. But not forcibly, it's again a state. See, if any turmoil takes place, any problem takes place, suddenly your attention will jump onto that silence. And once you jump onto that silence, you being in contact with this whole all-pervading power. Now, when I talk about all-pervading power, we still don't understand what it is. What it means, this all-pervading power of love. Is it some sort of an energy floating around? Or is it some sort of a river or some sort of a ether? It is the complete, the totality of reality.
So after this video of Srimati about the power of silence, let's try and check again what is our state. Again, with the right hand, keeping it almost at the base of the spine, in front of that. With complete respect and symbolically, we raise our energy, kind of asking her to rise again and again. This energy has many threads, and bringing it on top of the head. We do it 3 times. Now let's check again on top of the head, whether we feel some difference compared to a couple of minutes back before the talk of Srimati. Does it become lighter? Do we start to feel some coolness or something more? Something intensive? Something intense? Check with the right hand and then with the left hand. Now there are different challenges which comes in the way of this silence. And these challenges comes from the outside, from our physical world, material world, our social responsibilities, our family responsibilities, the work-life balance which we try to maintain all the time, all the thoughts about past, future. And all these things tend to overload our inner system. So now to deepen the state of silence, we will go into the second meditation for today, which is trying to balance our energy channels. So to share it, so we see it here, our subtle system, which is on the left side, and we keep our left hand open on the lap and right hand on Mother Earth. If you're sitting on the chair, just let your right hand hang towards Mother Earth without any effort, just let it hang. So in this system, you see The left channel, which is the blue one, is a channel which represents our past. It caters to our emotional needs. It caters to our desires. It caters to our emotional health, everything to do with emotions, feelings. A very beautiful channel built inside us, but which is also under the constant danger of getting into the frozen state when we get emotionally challenged through the past traumas, through the different hurtful experiences. And if our attention is all the time busy with what happened in the past, then that can lead to block or imbalance in this blue channel, in this left channel, which is the power of desire, or which is the emotional side in us, catering to our emotions and desire. And so, to keep our left hand or left channel in a good state, left energy channel in a good state, we need to take help of the element earth. Now, this whole system inside us, or we as human beings, we are made up of these 5 elements. And after our connection, when this energy is awakened and she connects us, gives us the yoga with this connection and union with the cosmic energy, the source of everything, then all these elements, we get connected to them at a deeper level. So they start to behave like our friends, and which you can, as I said, which you can always experiment with and see whether it is true or not. So everything in Sahaja Yoga is based on your own experiment with your own system inside. But there's no scope of blind faith. That means if something is being said, you take it as a hypothesis and we try it out whether it works or not, which is very simple because your central nervous system will bear the witness, will tell the truth, will show you the reality. So when our left channel is blocked or has imbalance because of our constant attention in the past, or when we are emotionally challenged, it could be a momentary thing, something which has happened in our lives, something which has really given us some kind of shock, some kind of trauma. Our left channel can come in the state of imbalance. And when the left channel has imbalance, we get into the state of depression. It could also be severe psychosomatic disorders that we might develop. So all these left-sided problems, which are like psychosomatic disorders or depression or things like that, can be overcome, can be helped if we can keep our left channel in good state, in balanced state. And for that, one simple thing is, which we learned today, is to balance our left channel, clear our left channel. For that, we keep our left hand open comfortably on the lap. And as I said before, right hand hanging towards Mother Earth. And if you're sitting on the floor, then just keep your right hand on the floor on Mother Earth. Now, keeping your left hand open on the lap, right hand on Mother Earth, keeping our eyes closed, attention inside us, in the heart, or on the palm of the left hand, where we will notice the difference. Here we request this inner energy inside us because she's the one which has connected us to the source. And by the virtue of this connection, all the clearance, all the balancing, all the harmonizing of our inner system will take place. And we have to just express our willingness and the desire to this energy inside us. So here we request or say, Mother, or O Kundalini energy, O energy, please clean our left channel through Mother Earth. Please take away all the imbalances of our left channel through Mother Earth. Please absorb all the false ideas, false knowledge, which creates confusion in us. Please absorb all the emotional complexities, difficulties. Please absorb all the negative emotions like dissatisfaction, guilty feeling, self-pity. Please absorb all the effect of excessive attachments, all the traumas, all the emotional hurt that we might have faced. Mother, please take away all the unfulfilled desires and release us from the past hang-ups. Mother Kundalini, please clean our left channel through the earth element. I am not this past. I am the spirit, the pure self, the source of joy. And that is exactly what happens once the left channel is cleared, comes in the state of balance. We are automatically in the state of joy, the pure joy. Mother, please clean our left channel. Please give us pure emotions, pure desire, and pure knowledge. Please establish pure joy, pure desire in us, and the willpower in us. Though when the left channel gets cleared, we start to feel lightness and coolness on the palm of the left hand. It might take some time, depending on our inner state of the left channel. So don't worry about it. If you don't feel the cool right now on the left hand, it will eventually be cleared. Let's try and put our attention on the right side. Now the right side, which is on the right side of our body, the yellow channel in the chart, is our rational side, logical side. It caters to all our mental activity and the physical activity. So all the brain activity, all the thinking, planning, analyzing, whatever we do with our brain and mentally, the energy is being supplied by the right channel. Now, when we go into excessive planning, we become very futuristic. And when we are in constant state of thinking, that creates a friction and heat in our system. And this heat then overloads our attention, heats up our right channel, and like a heated engine, our attention becomes wobbly and we are not focused. We have that inner disturbance, lack of peace. And this overheated right channel can also cause different troubles in different organs, because this heat goes to different organs and creates various problems at the physical level and also creates in us the stress. It can lead to burnout also. So this excessive heat, the overheated right channel, needs to cool down. This excessive heat needs to be dissipated, needs to be liberated. And that can be done with the help of air element and ether element. And for that, we keep our left hand towards the sky. And right hand open on the lap. Keeping our attention on palm of the right hand, we request Mother, please take away the excessive heat in the ether, in the air element. Please take away all the edginess, all the irritation, all the mental disturbance, all the stress, anger, ego, aggression. Take it all away in the ether and the air element. Please cool down my right channel. Cool down my overactive attention and mental state and mental side. Mother, please cool down my right channel. Mother energy, Kundalini energy. Please cool down our right channel and establish pure attention, focused, cool attention, and the power of action, which is completely nourishing. Please cool down my right channel. Take away all the stressful thoughts. Take away all the I-ness. Take away all the disturbing thoughts, all the futuristic worries away from my attention in the ether element. Please cool down my right channel. Now, by putting our left hand towards the sky, what is actually happening? That the complete heat, the excessive heat from our overactivity of brain, which is accumulated in our right channel, is going away through the left hand in the ether, in the sky, in the air element. Let's try and notice whether our right hand feels cooler, whether we can feel slight cool breeze. It can happen that it is still not cool for some of you. It all depends on the state, the present state. It might take some time, so don't bother about it. Now let's request for the state of balance, which means not to be bothered by what happened in the past and not to be worried about what will happen in future or all the futuristic worries, not to be involved with it. So for that, we put both the hands together in front of the heart, connected. And this gesture of put the hands together, this body language, it means that we are asking for the state of balance from our inner energy, which is awakened now, which was residing in dormant state in our triangular bone sacrum below the backbone. So with complete faith on our inner energy and our connection with the source of this creation, the all-pervading divine power, we request, let me not be in the past, let me not be in the future, but in the present. Let me not be in the left channel, the past. Let me not be in the right channel, the future, but in the central channel, in the present. Let me hold on to the middle path inside me. Please give me the balance, harmony with the self and harmony with the environment. Please balance my channels and establish me in the state of harmony, in the state of complete silence and bliss of the present moment. So once this Kundalini energy inside us balances our energy channels and establishes us on the central channel in the present, so effectively our attention is pulled back from past and future and brought inside our system in the present moment. And that is the starting of the deepening of the state of silence, the starting of meditation. So this process of balancing the channels can be practiced every day. Now, when we come in the state of balance, we feel on both the hands soft, cool breeze. It might happen that one of the hands might still be a little heavy or heat or some tingling sensation. Everything is a good sign because that shows that our inner energy is acting, is awakened, and is trying to clear any kind of imbalances, constrictions, or blockages. The ideal state is when we feel soft, cool breeze on both the hands, which shows that our system is in balance and our centers are in a balanced state. But if you have some tingling, which is a very normal thing, it might change tomorrow or day after. Some kind of pinching sensation, some kind of heat in any of the hands or fingers. It just shows that the system is trying to harmonize itself. This energy inside us is trying to clear all the constrictions and balance them. Balance our channels and the energy centers. So let's bring now both the hands back on the lap. And again, with the right hand, we come on the forehead. Now here on the forehead, as you also notice in the systems chart, which is inside us, the subtle system, what you see on the screen, at this level on the forehead, these three channels come together. That means all the thoughts which trouble us, which take away our silence, which stop us from going into this beautiful state of silence, which is the source of all our solutions, of all the problems. What hinders it are these thoughts coming from past and future. So here now at this level, with this awareness, we say, I forgive everything. Let me be released from the clutches of the past, from the worries of the future. Take away the ego and conditionings, and let me be in the reality. O energy, O mother, please take away my conditionings, my ego, all the thoughts from past and future, all the mental concepts. Please take me in the reality. Make me thoughtless. Please deepen this silence in me. And then, as we did earlier, we put our right hand above the head, apply a little pressure, massage it. And here we say, Mother Kundalini or O energy, please establish us in the state of thoughtless awareness, the deep silence in which I completely merge into this cosmic silence. Please establish my self-realization, establish my yoga, the union with the all-pervading divine power, with the source of this whole cosmos. Please establish my self-realization, establish me in the state of thoughtless awareness, and strengthen my connection with the whole. Let me be in the state of complete union, in the state of deep silence. Please grant me that. We keep our hand for some seconds on top of the head. And then we raise it up. And we check again, how do we feel? Do we feel this inner energy which we awakened a couple of minutes back stronger now? We check the cool breeze, or is it warm, or some tingling? Near the scalp, away from the scalp. Check with the right hand, and then again with the left hand. Put our left hand also back on the lap. And we enjoy the state of silence for a couple of minutes. Keeping our attention, if possible, on top of the head where we had put our hands. Without any effort. Just exposing ourselves to this divine power, to this all-pervading cosmic power all around us, which we can tap now through our open seventh center. everything will happen automatically. It's similar to the way nature behaves. Early in the morning, the flowers and the trees open themselves to sunlight to absorb it. They expose themselves to the sunlight. Similarly, we just do nothing, no efforts. We just let ourselves to be brought in that state by our inner energy. And we just remain as observers. Now we can slowly open our eyes. Now, every time we meet for the collective meditation, offline or online, we always start with a small exercise or a step which we call as raising our kundalini and taking the protective shield, or which is called bandhan in Sanskrit language. Now, this is like the preparation for the state of meditation. And of course, it makes much more sense once this inner energy inside us is actually awakened. Yeah. So let's learn that every time we meet or when we practice it at home, we can start with that. And that goes exactly like you put your left hand in front of the first center, which is like at the base of the spine below, and the right hand goes in front, down, and you kind of roll it up. So you roll the energy from below, from the sacrum bone, take it up, and we tie a knot. So we have 3 channels. That's why we do it 3 times. And we tie 1 knot, 2 knots, and then 3 knots. Now again, we raise it up, take it up, and we tie 2 knots, 1 and 2. Now we again raise our energy, take it up, and tie 3 knots, 1, 2, and 3. So now what we have done is that we have risen our energy and tied it up, that it remains like a bundle. And with this awakened divine energy inside us, which all of us have, waiting in us to be awakened, we can give ourselves the protective covering for the 7 centers and the 3 channels, that it remains in the state of balance. It's like a protective shield, protecting you from all the outside influences, all the negativities, all the negative people or negative influences which might affect your inner peace and silence and harmony. So for that, we put our right hand on the left hand, and like a rainbow, for every center, we have 7 energy center. We do left to right and back, like covering ourselves, like a shield, like a rainbow. So we do it 7 times, 1 time for each energy center. So let's start first with the first one, left to right and back. Second energy center is in the abdomen area, lower abdomen. For that also left to right and back. Third energy center is at the level of the navel, left to right and back. Fourth energy center is at the heart level, left to right and back. Fifth is at the neck level, throat, left to right and back. Sixth is on the forehead, left to right and back. And seventh is on top of the head. For that also, left to right and back. And now let's check again whether we feel this energy. Now we put a lot of importance, or we give a lot of importance to the development of this vibratory awareness. This is like the diagnosis, that we diagnose our own system and the state of it. Check with the right hand whether you feel the flow. Is it cool, warm, or something else? Tingling, pinching. And check with the left hand. So, and check whether there's a difference or we feel cool on both the hands, which is the ideal state, depicting that we are in the state of balance. Check one more time with the right hand. And bringing both the hands back. Now, these hands are so microscopically built. These are such wonderful measuring instruments and telling us all about the state of our inner system. So today's theme was silence within. And we tried to get rid of these excessive thoughts, which are actually coming from past and future. We also learned that how this energy center, sixth one, gets overloaded because of the imbalances from the past and the future, which come in the form of thoughts troubling us, creating kind of traffic jam. And we cannot reach the state of silence because we just stuck up here and we don't go up. And this energy inside us, when she's awakened, she relaxes these thought waves and takes us above the head, above the seventh center, in the state of connection, and gives us that beautiful state of silence. And with regular practice, this state of silence can be elongated, can be felt for a longer time. And you can meditate wherever you are, doesn't matter, in a bus. Of course, don't do that when you're driving. Even while driving, you can be in the state of witness, which is kind of the benefit of meditation, what you get, that you can be in the state of witness before you react to something happening all around us, which might be not that good or which might be negative. We watch everything like a drama. So don't close your eyes when you're driving, but otherwise you can be in the state of meditation wherever you are. Remember, meditation starts only when you are in the present moment. Because in the present moment, if you are right now here with us, with me, there is no thought. The thoughts come either from the past or from the future to steal your inner peace and silence and balance. So let them not do that. Don't let your thoughts overpower you. You're not your thoughts, but you're the part of this eternal silence. The source is there inside us, the spirit, the pure self, with which we got connected, and also that we got the connection with the all-pervading power. In the coming weeks, we'll be learning more about different energy centers, how they function in us. All these centers in us actually take care of different organs, different physical, mental, and emotional functions in our being. And balancing these energy centers in the channels also balances us. So let's try to be in that state of balance, because we want to reach our aim, whatever aim it would be, to be happier, to be joyful, to be healthier, or whatever we want to achieve. We have to be in the state of balance, like, riding a bicycle. You're riding a bicycle, and if you're going too much on the left, you fall down. Too much on the right, you fall down. And when you go really in the balanced state, then you reach your destination. So wishing you all a beautiful week, a peaceful week. And please feel free to write to us. Now this official session will close. But you can please, if you're watching us on YouTube, watching us on Facebook, do write your questions in the comment section or in the messages. You can also write to us on feedback.syonline@gmail.com. That is our feedback email address. Or you can directly contact us on Facebook Messenger or on YouTube comment section. In the chat section here, I will write another email address in case you want to get the personal guidance about different things and you want to have some material which you can read at home. We can send it to you via email. So with these words, I'll play a beautiful music. You can still enjoy this 2-3 minutes of this music, and let the state of yours be maintained and be enjoyed in the coming days also. So wish you all a beautiful evening, a beautiful week ahead, a peaceful week ahead. Take care.